So I know the biggest question you're all going to have is, will I actually stick to these writing goals, unlike my ones that I made this year? But I guess we'll have to find out at the end of 2023. Hi everyone, I'm Lauren and welcome back to Light in Lavender. This is my channel where I talk about all things books and my own writing journey, and I'm going to go through the 5 goals that I've set myself for writing in 2023. And yes, I did almost forget my intro there. I thought it was actually going to be a little bit harder to set these 5 goals than originally anticipated, but then I started writing them and I just got caught up in it, and I was like, I could potentially write about 10, but I'm going to stick with 5. I feel like 5 is more manageable. I've tried to go for ones that should be pretty easy to accomplish, or at least they won't stretch me too much. So that being said, the first goal is to finish Witch's Protection. So I will leave a link to the playlist on my drafts to done that I'm doing for this book. I am almost done with draft 2. I was hoping to have it done by the end of September, and then I changed how I was doing it. But I have recently contacted someone to go through some alpha reading for me. So it's kind of like in the place of a developmental editor. I am looking for more people to try and like just give me a hint of what they think to the overall idea. But I am also trying to edit it so it's more succinct and a little bit less of a mess than it currently is in. That's currently looking at April next year. So I want it done. I want to finish writing it. I want it to be done. And my stretch goal is to have it published in 2023, because that was the original goal, to try and get it published, but I have procrastinated a lot this year. So I've not quite got as far as I wanted to, but I think that I can actually turn this around quite quickly. Artefact 299, I decided I was going to publish that. I think it was like March 2020, and by October 2020 it was done. So what I need to do is find myself some editors, get myself a cover designer, and finish the book. Finish the damn book is the main thing. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get all of these done by the end of the year. So stretch goal, have it fully published. Less stretch goal, just finish it so it's ready for 2024. My second goal for 2023 is more just a goal for February, and that is to pen a poem every day in February again. I really enjoyed doing that last year. I didn't manage to do it every day, but I did enjoy the sort of like creative stretch of doing something a little bit different and pushing myself a little bit more. So I might need to read a few more poems and like get more into poetry, but I did really enjoy it just so that I can like see the differences. I'm not entirely sure if these will ever see the light of day for people to read, but they will be there at some point. I might chuck them in like a newsletter for people to read, but I don't really know. I just enjoy having these done just for me rather than it being something that I'm using to share with people. I think having a creative aspect or outlook that is more of a hobby than trying to make it into a job is always a great plan. My third writing goal for 2023 is to have my drafts complete for Weight of the World Book 1. I know that was a plan for this year, but after the unfortunate incident in January, I kind of felt really anxious to work on it. I don't know if it was like this, it felt like it was a sign to say, yeah, don't bother writing that one. But I really love it. I love the idea and I want to try and stick with it. So I want to get the drafts done on it at least and kind of have the story in like a somewhat readable position. And my stretch goal for this one is to actually have at least 1 round of editing done on this book by the end of the year. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if I'll have time to get that done, but I think it's going to mean me being a little bit more focused than usual. But I would love to have got 1 round of editing done so that it is somewhat ready to be maybe published in 2024. My fourth goal is to get a skeleton draft done of my prequel to Artefact 299. So you might have seen in my November vlog, if you've watched it, if not, I'll leave a link here. But I did start trying to write my prequel to Artefact 299 during NaNoWriMo this year, and it didn't go well. I think I hit about 5,000 words, realised that I do not have enough knowledge at all in sort of vaccine research, so I had just stopped. I have kind of like done some brackets where I've put down the idea of what I want to do, but I'm not really 100% on the actual underlying idea behind it, so I just stopped where I was, and I'm hoping that I can get this done and at least a draft of it done for 2024. So I think I'm gonna have to use the first half of the year alongside like the editing and drafting for other books to have some time to research and understand where I need to go with that one to get it where I need it to be, because I really want to get this one done because I kind of like it, but yeah, I just don't have the knowledge or expertise to get to the point that it needs to be at. And my fifth and final writing goal for 2023 is to have an outline done of Weight of the Worlds book 2. So Weight of the Worlds is my trilogy name. I've had that name since I was 14. It is probably going to change at some point. It might not. It has been around for 16 years now, so I don't know. Maybe this is where I need to like rub a duck with someone, just like get the ideas out there. But I would like an outline done of Weight of the Worlds book 2. I can't do that until book 1 is done, because I do not outline. I am not very good at outlining. I have to sort of like write, and like I do discovery writing in the sense of I just have to write my ideas and then like pigeonhole it into chapters from the garbled mess that ends up in a notebook, which means I also can't fully outline book 3 until I've done this. So I'm hoping that I'll get an idea for how I want the entire series to end, and then I can like use that to weave into it. But my plan is to not release any of the books until I know how book 3 ends, so that it can like be woven back into the book 1 and 2 before anything is published. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to like write out this bit that I really like now. I do have plans, it just depends on how easily I can get to them, and I do have a stretch goal for that. And this stretch goal is to actually have the first draft done, so rather than just an outline, have like an actual written sense of a book ready to go. I think Weight of the World is going to test me a lot, because I've realised that all my books have been really short. So I think Witch's Protection is like 47,000 words at the moment. That might go up to about 55 when I've finished this round of editing, because there's quite a few chapters that I need to add in and ideas that I need to like move around and intersplice and add things in. So I'm expecting that to go up quite a bit, but I know that like epic fantasy, which is what Weight of the Worlds is supposed to be, is usually like 70,000 words, maybe more, and I don't know how many words it's going to be. I think I've got about 37 from what I've written already for book 1. So we're just gonna have to see how that goes. So like I said, I've gone for some really simple and I'm hoping easy to reach writing goals. It'd be nice to just get some things ticked off. I've got myself some paper so I can make my own calendar for the year, so I can write in when like I've got things scheduled. So it'd be really good to actually like have a chance to have a look at things and plan things in a little bit better. But I think one of the ways I'm going to be doing this is by focusing on my time more. I would really love to take myself on a writing retreat, just find somewhere where there's like barely any internet, barely any phone signal, and just write and focus on my writing for a few days. I think that could do me the world of good, because I don't just have that time dedicated, and I do procrastinate a lot. I think I might have to remove Reddit from my phone so that I can claw back some time that I am wasting in my days. But I'm gonna have to check on logistics of how easy and possible that's gonna be. So it might not happen, but it might. If it does, I'll be doing a little writing vlog, so potentially look forward to that. Have you got any writing goals for 2023? Are you more of a hobbyist? Are you looking to get published? I would love to hear what your plans are, even if it is just that you're just writing for you, because I think just writing in general is such a great outlet, and I would like to push anyone who is wanting to write to do it, just because it is such great fun and I really enjoy it myself. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like, and if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to hit subscribe. There's a new single video out every single week. I hope you're well and you're all staying safe, and until next time, bye! And yeah, that was me completely forgetting what my outro was after doing it twice already.